football, get this dub.
Touchdown Ravens!
Let's go!
We're back in the kitchen, man. It's AFC North ball.
It's going to be a lights out game.
A Ford Mustang against a Ford F-150. Lamar and Ben, Steelers, the only undefeated team left. Tasty Week 8 AFC North matchup. Baltimore and Pittsburgh ranked first and second, respectively, this season in defensive efficiency. There are a few parallels between both of these defenses. Steelers, Ravens have been pretty stout playing man coverage. Both have utilized it on the majority of their plays. Baltimore, Pittsburgh have allowed the two lowest QBRs in the NFL when employing man schemes. Steelers, Ravens also rank in the top 10 in yards per dropback and completion rate allowed.
What about blitzing?
They bring a lot of pressure, Kenny. That's a German word for lightning. Both units blitz a ton, accounting for 2 of the 3 highest blitz percentages this season. Steelers have an NFL best 54 pressures when blitzing. The Ravens, the 4th most at 41. Lamar Jackson, the Jack Show on the pressure.
Well, their defensive line great. Their front four, those guys get off the ball, they get after the quarterback. A lot of strip sacks. TJ and Bud, they do a great job at getting to the quarterback, harassing the run game. I feel like our offensive line going to be ready and just going to go out there and play football.
It's a defense that brings guys from everywhere. We're going to have to be able to keep everybody in at times, and just because you're keeping everybody in still doesn't mean you have all day to throw it. Sometimes you can pick it up, you get the ball out of your hands, and it's one-on-one on the outside with no help. And we like those matchups too because we've got some slippery guys at receiver that can make guys miss, and every once in a while you take that shot over the top knowing that there might not be safety back there. So there's some things you can try and exploit. The key is always to protect long enough to do that.
Let's check it out. Big Ben handles the blitz. Mostly people just bounce off him. He is a large mammal. Has a solid QBR, over 20 points higher than Jackson's against the blitz. On the other side, Jackson 55% completion rate against the blitz, 4th worst in the NFL, but it doesn't take into account all the times he just takes off and runs. So I have a bone to pick with the next-gen guys on that one. Pittsburgh has allowed the 4th highest completion rate in the league on passes 15 or more yards downfield. Jackson hitting just 37% of such passes, 28 out of 33. All that doesn't matter. Those are a bunch of statistics. Tell your statistics to shut up because they're going to play football, these two teams. Steelers and Ravens, one of the best rivalries in the NFL since 2000.
Look at that.
About as even as it gets.
That's a rivalry.
22 wins. The Ravens have the slight edge, 20.1 points per game.
Jeez.
It's going to be Lamar Jackson's first career start against Big Ben. I did not know that.
Yeah, Ben missed all of last year. His MVP.
Point taken.
All right, this is fun. Remember when the Jets had the 6th overall pick in 2017 and they had Christian Hackenberg, so they thought they had their future quarterback and they passed on Pat Mahomes? Well, Patrick, for the first time, will play against the Jets. They are large favorites. Chiefs are 6-1. We mentioned the Steelers' only undefeated team. Jets, the only winless team. They are 0-7. So here is a comparison. When the Chiefs host the Jets on Sunday, that's a noon local start. It'll be one of the most lopsided matchups this season. Also, we turn the clocks back, too, so people could really be messed up.
Freak show.
KC ranks top 5 in the league in win percentage, points per game, total efficiency. Jets, on the other hand, well, they rank last in all 3 of those. But here's Chris Jones on how the Jets are actually good.
You can't take these games for granted. That's a very good football team. Sam Darnold, he doesn't get the credit, but he's a very, very good quarterback. And I think people tend to forget that because of their record. But they have guys out there, and they play really well. They've been in a lot of close games. You can't take those guys for granted. That's a hell of a football team.
Everybody has guys. There's 2 ways to make money right now, Kenny. The electric car stock sector is taking off right now.
How else?
Jets money line. You could erase some debts if you believe the Jets could pull off this upset.
You know, some people would make fun of that point when they haven't won, but it is true. The old any given Sunday is true. These are great athletes, and they can show up on a certain day. So
new local daylight saving time, some wind. You never know.
Thinking about the NFL trading deadline in that case, the Patriots might need a little help in the interim here with Edelman's injury.
Well, Kenny, you'll remember at the trade deadline last year, the New England Patriots sent a 2nd-round draft pick to the Atlanta Falcons for Mohamed Sanu. They've already moved on from Sanu, so you wonder if that would haunt them and prevent them from making another move for a wide receiver. But even if they lose on Sunday, that would really take them out of things, and you'd think that they would definitely not be buyers at that point in time. So without Julian Edelman, who underwent a knee procedure on Thursday morning and is expected to miss some time here, they're going to have some of these other wide receivers like Jacoby Myers and N'Keal Harry step up and do something on this team on an offense that's really struggling as it is right now.
Well, including and separate from the Patriots, what does the wide receiver market look like?
If you scan across the league, that is a position where you can find a veteran if you'd like. I think the Giants would be willing to trade Golden Tate. The Houston Texans have a group of wide receivers like Brandon Cooks and Randall Cobb and Kenny Stills that they might listen on. The Bengals have A.J. Green. If a team wants him, maybe it will be up to them to go talk to the Bengals about him. There's a group of receivers out there that are available that can be had. Of course, it will cost teams to go get them, but I don't know if the Patriots are going to be buyers for a wide receiver at the deadline this year the way they were last year.
I speak for the Seattle Seahawks. DK Metcalf is available for $10 billion. Otherwise, he's
for the Herschel Walker package, right, Kenny?
He's off the table. Thanks for joining us. See you on Countdown Sunday.
Thank you, Kenny.
All right, if you missed the top of the show, the biggest news of the day, the Heisman favorite, top player on the top team, Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback, is out this week, testing positive for COVID-19. Started out the season great. He's done for this week against BC. Unlikely to go against Notre Dame unless he can get through protocol before then. He had this to say on Twitter: I've tested positive for COVID-19. My symptoms have been relatively mild while I'm following the protocol from Clemson and the ACC. I should correct myself there. It's unclear about the Notre Dame game at this moment. Only thing that hurts is missing an opportunity to be with my teammates this weekend and play the game I love. I hate that I can't be there, but I'll be watching from isolation and pulling for our guys while I wait for the opportunity to rejoin the team.
He'll be watching that game on ABC, Kenny. That's a noon Saturday game. DJ Uiagalelei will be the man now under center, we believe, to start the game. Number 3 overall quarterback recruit when he came to Clemson, 12 of 19 in mop-up duty. Greg McElroy will be calling the game for us on ABC.
Upon hearing about the news of Trevor Lawrence's positive COVID test, the college football world was scrambling. However, Clemson felt quite good about their options at the position, knowing that they have a very talented supporting cast led by Heisman contender Travis Etienne at running back. Whoever takes over at starting quarterback is going to be just fine. Most experts expect it to be DJ Uiagalelei. He's been the lead backup quarterback for Clemson through the first few games of the season. He's completed 4 of 8 passes, and he hasn't exactly showcased a lot of refined qualities, but the guy's got raw power. He's 6'4", 250 pounds, very athletic for a guy of his size. He's already drawing comparisons to Big Ben Roethlisberger, Cam Newton. Some people say he's a little bit like Jamarcus Russell too, with just his stature and natural arm talent. So if he gets the nod, and we fully expect him to against Boston College, he might be able to slide in, not be quite as efficient as Trevor, but the talent will certainly be on display.
Producer Derek Kamagan should have named this full screen, They Know Who We
Jay.
Tyson Pumachan, DJ Uiagalelei. Those are the two backing up Trevor Lawrence out with COVID-19. We expect DJ to be next on the turntable. 52 snaps in all, 12 of 19. Again, this is a high level recruit. Fantastic arm, great mobility. We'll see Clemson, Boston College, noon, ABC. That'll be fun to watch.